Oh boy, can you tell how much frost is in my tent? The snow died down, but then there was just crazy high wind. I can't believe my tent stayed up because, I pitched this very shakily on this tent platform. But that wind just knocked around my tent and just knocked all the frost down. Yep. Frosty boy this morning.
Forever to get set up, covered in frost and cold and shit. But I'm very curious to see what happened outside my tent, because as you can tell, it's starting to collapse in on me. These wind gusts, like all of a sudden there's nothing, and then just boom, it blows through and blasts me. So I wonder if I completely lost a tent stake, or I don't know. Alright, just emerging from my den. Pretty beautiful sight this morning. I thought this area was way more densely forested. I thought I was way more covered up with pines and stuff, so kind of makes sense I was getting hit by wind now that I see it. I just couldn't see anything in the dark. Look at my sorry little pitch. It's taking me forever to get ready. Everything's covered in frost. Oh baby, here comes the sun. I'm still putting away my stuff. Takes forever. I know this is kind of awkward, but I haven't started really hiking yet, so I'm not warmed up. So this is the best place to kind of do the morning update. And that's the privy. Woo! I took a dump. I checked my thermometer this morning in my tent, and it was 1 degrees. So that's in my tent where it's a little bit warmer. I'm sure it's 0 or negative outside, and the wind's really blowing, so it's much colder. I checked the weather on the peaks with Mountain Forecast, and I think it's like a true temp of something -4 or something, and with a wind chill maybe like -20. So it means I got to be careful on the summit, no exposed skin, be smart. I'm excited, a little nervous. Hope that wind dies down, but mostly just nervous about post holing for the next 10 hours. It's kind of just gonna. It's like preparing for a kick in the nuts. It's just like, you're just a little nervous. You're gonna get your butt kicked. So that's where I am right now. I'm gonna get out of here because it smells bad. So hopefully once I'm warmed up, I can start taking more videos. Here, let me show you the view. It's all warmed up. I had to summit the frickin' privy. I had to fight a snowbank to get into here. Alright, bye. Dang, I should have more seriously considered sleeping in the cave last night. No snow blew in there. My tracks still looked like they were last night. Would have saved me putting away that tent. Alright, making my way back to trail. Alright, it's 8:22. We're starting up to, here, this sign will tell me what the name. It's the Bigelows, so. What's it called? Bigelow Mountain, Avery Peak, Bigelow Coal. Working my way up those. Here's the sign. Ugh. And it is 8:22 and cold. There we go. I already took a wrong turn. It's kind of hard to find trail sometimes, but I'm back on. Going up a there. This is gonna be tiring. You see these little divots in the snow? These are where these birds, I don't know what kind of bird it is, ptarmigan, or is ptarmigan just out west? I don't know, I just call them mountain chickens. Well, these damn mountain chickens sit down in the snow, and then when you hike up on them in the middle of the night, like last night, they decide all of a sudden they're gonna sprint from their hidey hole and scare the shit out of you. It was happening all last night to me. Damn mountain chickens. If one of them gets close, so I'm eating it. This is my world. Making our way up. Kind of just gotta move 6 inches at a time and hope the snowshoe grabs. Damn, look at that boulder. It's a good looking boulder. Oh God, don't wipe out. Alright, so there's my blaze. But where does the trail go? Come on, trail spirits, lead me. Nope, nothing. I'm gonna have to check my map. What an idiot I am. I forgot to open up my pits. My pit vents. Whew. This is a meandering between knee deep and waist deep. Yeah, it took me that long to think of the word waist. Probably still a mile to the top. But hey, look at that. You get a little smidgen of a view. Here we go. Coming up on some views. Just bear with me. It's gonna take me a second to get to the view. There we go. Wasn't that neat? She's a climb, that's for sure. I don't know, does this give an idea of how steep and deep the trail is? Ooh, I'd never even looked behind me. I got a pretty cool view. There's my little trail. I hope someone comes up here in the near future and gets to enjoy this trail I made for them. Kind of hoping that some adventurers went up Avery Peak from the other side and then went back. That'd sure be nice. Doubt it. Alright. I think, yeah, we're still at waist deep, so you know we haven't hit belly button quite yet. I don't know why I'm still filming. Oh, I do know why I'm still filming, because I'm procrastinating. I'm procrastinating climbing up this thing. Any reason to take a break, I'll take. Alright. Going pretty slow, but I'm pretty low on water because I drank all mine that I melted the snow from last night. And Jesus. I'm fucking brain dead right now. I just can't even talk. Whatever. I'm going to melt snow right now for drinking water. Bro. Yeah, so I'm just going to break out my stove and melt some snow right now, just so I don't make the same mistake I made on Whitecap. Gotta get my sweet nectar. Oh. Sorry, I was just housing M&Ms. I forgot to say, it's not the tastiest water. If you can see, it's kind of dirty. I burnt my dinner 2 days ago, and it's stuck in the bottom of the pan. So the water kind of tastes like burnt beef and noodle charcoal pine dirt tea. But better than nothing, right? Dude, what the hell is a moose doing up here? This has to be from this morning. It didn't stop snowing until like, I don't know, 4 or 5 a.m. Maybe 3. The moose might be peak bagging. That's crazy. I would never think. Why the hell did moose come up this high? It's crazy. Holy shit. I see there's 2 moose. There's 2 moose right in front of me. You're not going to be able to see them. Because they just went around the corner. Honestly, I'm going to keep my distance. They know I'm here. They saw me and they went, but it's just not very safe to get close to these guys. So I'm not going to try to do anything crazy to get close. But how cool. One of them's definitely a bull. He's a big boy. Yeah, there they go. There might be 3 of them. No, there's 2. How fucking cool. What the shit? Dude, I was saying, I don't know, a couple weeks ago that the wolf is my spirit animal. Fuck that shit. Dude, the moose is my spirit animal. Look at this. I got a moose breaking trail for me. Going up the Bigelows. Alright. I need to check where trail goes because I'm kind of just following moose right now. They're right up here. Just gonna be careful not to make them aggressive. I don't really feel like getting shit canned by a moose today, even though we are kin. Oh, dude, how cool! All right, looks like they skedaddled over that way, and the trail goes up. Look at this. Old Man Head's excellent view. That's the first time I've seen a view rated on the sign. However, someone did correct that. 6.8 out of 10. Mid. I don't know, I think 5 would be middle. Dude, I'm just in freaking moose land. They've been running amok up here. Moose track, moose track, moose track, Drew track. This is what I was talking about with like just the tunnel, where if there's a moose in there and me, there's really nowhere to go. These are fresh moose tracks from this morning. I mean, hopefully these are the tracks they used coming down and not the tracks from right now from them running from me. But yeah, like, it's gonna be interesting trying to squeeze into the forest to avoid a moose attack, if they are on this right now. Oh fuck. God damn it, they are fucking on it. Shit. Fuck. Go. Oh, fuck. Go the other way, man. Go the other way. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, I can get off here. Honestly, shit. If I can get a little bit more forward. There's a bigger space. It looks like they ran. I could just see their ears. I stalled because I just thought it was a big tree. Honestly, I don't really know the proper approach for moose. They're not really fucking scared of anything. So it's not like I'm supposed to yell and scare them off. I mean, the proper approach is just to fuck off and not be in a moose's way. So, mileage doesn't matter right now. I just want to be safe. More people get fucked up by moose than you'd think. I know I've got a lot of boogers in my nose right now, but I don't give a shit about that. Okay. These are good ones I can go into. Wipe my boogers for you. You're welcome. Okay. Let's just make sure I'm not scaring anybody. Friendly dude, y'all. I mean, I'm a tough, scary moose. Okay. They had the same idea. They split right there. Did they come in back up there? No. Clear tracks. No moosies on these. It's funny. I'm way more comfortable with bears. Black bears, not grizzlies. Glacier National Park still scared the bejesus out of me in the bob. The bob scared me too, but trying to get around this. Way more scared of moose than I am bears, just because moose aren't scared of shit and they're fucking mean. And so if I just ran into big old boy there and he decided that this was his territory and wanted to fuck me up, they're fast in the snow and I'm slow as shit. I mean, I'd always thought I'd climb a tree, but yeah, right. Fucking, I gotta take my snowshoes off while the bitch charges me. As I was talking about it, I heard a snap behind me, and I got scared he was creeping up on me. But yeah, I think my best solution is just avoid. Because if they charge me, I don't know, maybe play ring around the rosy with the tree until they get annoyed and try to jab them with a trekking pole in the eye. That was kind of my only thought, is that I could just annoy him enough where he'd decide to get away from me. But yeah, I don't know about like making noise. Like, I'm glad they heard me and ran away. But you know, like a bear, you want to scare him away. You want to yell at him. You want to throw shit. You want to be mean. You want to make sure he knows not to fuck with you. If I yell at one of those moose, he might take that as a challenge, just be like, I'm gonna go fuck up the little pale kid. So I don't really know how to handle one of those behemoths. Anything that would charge a car, I don't really want to mess with. Wish I'd gotten him on camera. That would have been cool to show. Glad they didn't catch me on that narrow path and stomp me to death. That would have been a bummer. I would have never even gotten to the top of the Bigelows and then just gotten smushed by a freaking moose. Damn. What a shit way to go. Okay. I've taken so many videos today, and I haven't even made it to the peak yet. This is going to be the longest, boringest video of all time. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm super freaking interesting, and my perspectives on life and the such are so unique that you're just captivated. Alright, dude. I'll talk to you soon. Maybe when I get to the top. Maybe sooner, when I'm just like procrastinating because I'm getting tired. I just looked at my my guide. It's 11:30 right now. I've gone 1.4 miles. I've been hiking for like 3 hours. Putting up a pretty good 0.5 mile an hour pace. I'm cruising. But I mean, you can see why. That's where my tits are. So like, that's like where my head. I'm just fucking hiking up giant ass snow mounds. And I can't stop filming my narcissistic self because I'm just so fucking interesting. Alright. What was it to the top? I already forgot. I just checked. It's a ways. Maybe I won't film until I get to the top. Fat chance. I got a lot to say apparently. Ooh, moose broke trail for me. Let's go, moose. What could take 30 seconds takes 10 minutes. Ooh. Almost at this top of this little John. We're entering the alpine zone. Where in only 5 seconds you can freeze off your schnozberries. Death is imminent. There's no escape. I got nothing else. Come on, crispy snow. Cold. Nope. I must be falling in. Look at this view though. Ah, there's a airstrip down there. What the heck? Oh, the ski slopes over there. I love snow. I love snow. The deeper, the better. I love snow. Fluffy snow. Okay, I gotta shut the fuck up. This is what happens when I don't have any earbuds. I can listen to music out loud, but that's just, I don't know. This is not the same, dude. I want to plug in. I don't want to hear anything but my music. So since I'm not listening to anything, I just gotta fucking deal with myself this whole time. I've been singing I Am in Love with the Coco in my head for the last 30 minutes. I fucking hate that song. Ooh, crispy snow. Oh, there's ski lifts through there. Risky slopes. Where are you, trail? Where have you gone? My little trail. Everything's just covered in a layer of just a layer of it. I'm not putting up a show right now. It's a beautiful view, but that's hip deep snow. Like I have to use my freaking knee to punch through the snow ahead of me so that I can get my foot high enough. Yeah, it's tough. Maybe like 0.3 from the top. And I can only imagine the snow is deeper the steeper we go. Okay. Good view. A half a mile an hour was fucking flying compared to this. It's every step. And I'm just filming this because this is the gentle slope. There's been near vertical things that I've had to swim through. Like I had to break the crest with my arms in order to get my feet up for it because it just like collapses under the feet. Alright. I don't actually know where the trail goes here. The snow's high enough where like we're pretty, like the blazes is gonna be at my feet. So I gotta look for it. I'm like 0.1 from Avery Peak, but it's the steepest shit of all time. I mean, it's just gonna be a ladder. I'm just gonna have to fucking climb up it, hands over foot. Cool view. Dude, it's 12:37. I haven't even done 2 miles yet. Yeah. That's no joke. There we go. We're almost up. Somewhere up there. Just gonna kind of pick my way up. Yep. Finally got above tree line where the snow isn't complete shit. Yeah. I ate lunch right there before. All right. As you can tell, right to the peak. If you can read the sign, I made it to the peak. Alright, it's one down. All that work climbing up and now we're losing it. Get out of the wind and all. Put this camera away. Alright. Good work. Back in tree line just for a bit. It was beautiful up there. I was totally comfortable. Yeah, it was cold, but I don't think it was negative 21 like Mountain Forecast said. But I hope that 360 camera video turned out good. Alright, got to keep on keeping on. I think it's like 3 miles to the shelter, but I bet that takes me after dark. It's going to be tough. Lean-to is 3 miles away. Highway, where I could get hot food and stuff, is 8.1 miles away. If conditions continue like they've been, 8 miles away is a fucking another country. Surprisingly, way easier after Avery Peak. The snow's just been so much better. I mean, it's still steep, but and the view's good. You know, look at that. I'm like half my shin deep. I was freaking waist deep, no joke, the entire time going up Avery. If that's the name of it. If I'm fucking up the name, I apologize. But whatever that peak is, whatever the name of that bitch, the snow on the north side of that is horrendous. Oh my gosh. I've kind of just been in suffer mode and haven't really appreciated the views. You gotta remind yourself how lucky you are sometimes. It's so cool I get to do this. This is fucking awesome. I mean, can you believe that? I got this mountain to myself. Alright, I'll check back in at the top. Feeling good right now. Dude, this is so cool. Look at the views. Whew. My nose is gonna freeze immediately. You gotta go double buff system. One tight, one loose. Super nice. It really keeps the cold air off your nose. And it makes it so you don't feel like you can't breathe. About 4 inches of ice on that. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it off, but 360 views, baby. That wind just choked me. Hell yeah, buddy. Oh. Feels good. Feels freaking good. I think that battle up Avery made this feel even better. Yoo-hoo! Might not have gone this way. I'm flying downhill. Now watch. It's like there's like a sheet of hard snow or a sheet of ice underneath all this. So it's super slippery. So I have landed on my ass a couple times sliding down. But I'm cruising. Alright. I just stopped like in this little, I don't know. Oh, my back hurts. This dense thing of trees. Does this look like good posture? Is stretching out my back. But I looked at the map and I go down. I got one really steep climb. Bigelow. Made it to Bigelow Mountain South Horn. Kind of socked in the clouds right now, so Not much of a view, but still cool. Made up to Big South Horn. I didn't just make another video where I read that exact thing and I already forgot it. I'm gonna see if I can't make it down to town today. Might be kind of hard to hitch on the road at dark, but at least I'll get down to running water because I don't have enough fuel to be melting snow again tonight. So it'd be nice to have some water. So that's what we're doing now. Here's my trail. Oh crap. Oh, that's an excellent view. I forgot to film for the rest of the day. My action camera died, so I just stopped filming. Does it look like I'm cross-eyed? A little bit. Yeah, so I just headed down. I was gonna go to the road, but I didn't feel like hitching at night. And plus, for some reason, I kind of just wanted a night in my tent. So, as you can see, I'm back in it. And at the low elevation here, there's only like 6 inches of snow. It's kind of surprising. I can't even remember. Was there 6 inches of snow before I went up in elevation? I just got my ass handed to me so hard up at elevation that any other reality didn't exist. All that existed was post-holing. But so there's only 6 inches of snow down here. It's really fluffy stuff. So setting up my tent, there's not enough snow to set up snow anchors, and the ground's frozen. And so I was like, God, what am I going to use to pound my stakes in? Well, lucky for me, I've never had one of these on a hiking trip before, because I've always been an ultralight little bitch. But now, dude, I got a steel Yeti. I just used that to pound in all my tent stakes. I was like trying to look for a rock. It was really hard to find because even though 6 inches isn't enough to set up a snow anchor, it is enough to hide every rock from you. And I was like, dude, no way. I don't need a rock. I got a steel water bottle. It worked like a charm. I pounded those stakes in like nobody's business. Now, getting them out in the morning will be a different story. I have 4 MSR Groundhog tent stakes, which are shaped like little, not X's. Picture what's an X without one of like the arms. So there's 3 arms on it. They're shaped like that. They're like 3. It's like a 3-pointed star, whatever. But those work really good for the snow. But I also have 8 shepherd hooks, and those are just really simple skewers. And I like those the best because they don't pick up a lot of dirt. They go in, you can get them around rocks and stuff. Like if you're at a weird campsite where there's like a big rock, the shepherd kind of scoots its way around it into the ground. So I used those, and I just pounded those in just a little bit. If I'd pounded in the groundhogs, it'd be a real issue getting them out. But the shepherds usually come out pretty good. What else? I'm kind of surprised I didn't have much fuel left after boiling snow for water for the last 2 nights and then doing it again today when I was up on the mountain. They really didn't feel like there was much fuel in that bottle, but it kind of shows you how much fuel melting snow uses. There's running water down here, and with what little fuel I had, and I still have extra, I didn't run out, I was able to boil an entire liter to put in my sleeping bag. I got hot. I didn't bring it up to boiling. Enough water to fill that Yeti thermos. Just because you throw boiling water in there, you're not going to be able to drink it for days. It keeps it warm for so long, and so you go to sip it, and it's just boiling water. Like, you can't drink it. And then I also made dinner. I just couldn't believe it. The stove was still able to work that much with what felt like really little amount of fuel. So tomorrow morning it's like 2 or 3 miles to the road. Just hitch in, eat a bunch of food,
do laundry. I might zero. I just, dude, editing these videos, like, as you can tell, I'm not like editing them great. I just take all my videos from the day and kind of just stitch them together. But it still takes forever. Like, I have to watch all the footage of the day to make sure I didn't say anything too stupid. Cut it up all together, upload it. Well, then, so you do it on iMovie, then you have to export it from iMovie, which takes like 30 minutes every video. Then you have to upload it to YouTube, that takes another 30 minutes. Then I have all this storage stuff on my phone, which I have to go put onto my external hard drive. Either way, in order to do a couple videos, like, I think on my 0 day, I was able to do 6. It was an entire day. So it's like, maybe it's just an excuse for me to take 0 days, but I kind of need full days just to edit freaking videos. It's fun and all, but God, I didn't think I'd be spending so much time on my phone. I don't have anything else to say. These giant bags under my eyes. I got my ass handed to me this morning, and I took a piece of my soul. That climb was horrendous. 5 hours for 2 miles. I couldn't believe that the rest of the trail today was still hard, but it was easy. So much, like, hard trail was so much easier than the heinously hard trail that it was going up Avery from the north. That was crazy. I mean, it was so steep. The snow was so unconsolidated that you just, like, every step, I would, like, you, like, put your foot out, you kind of paw at the snow, you paw it away, then you pack it, and then you try to put your weight on it. And half the time it wouldn't even stick. And so I just slide back. And so you do the whole process again. And I'm just fighting these huge uphills, which were really steep. I hope I do a good job capturing it. But half the time when you're in battle, the last thing you're thinking is like, I'm going to take out my camera and try to videotape this. So hopefully, at least for my records, I've got one video of me just battling that heinousness so I won't forget what I went through. All right, that's all. This boiling Nalgene on my feet feels really good. And I'll leave you at that. Peace.